Stories from the Mount of Olives. A long, long time ago, just outside the city of Jerusalem, there was a beautiful mountain covered in olive trees. One of them was a tiny little olive tree named Ollie. Every day, Ollie stood quietly on the hillside, watching the city in the distance and feeling the gentle caress of the mountain breeze. Although it was still small, it could sense that this mountain was very special, for it held many stories. The first story Ollie witnessed was about a sorrowful king. One day, a king with his head covered and his feet bare walked slowly along the mountain path. Ollie could feel the pain and sadness in his heart, as if the entire mountain was grieving for him. This king was David, who had fled here to escape a rebellion. Many years passed, and Ollie grew taller and stronger. It saw a new teacher come to the mountain, and his name was Jesus. Jesus often sat on the mountain, telling the people gathered around him about the kingdom of heaven. His gentle and wise voice filled Ollie with immense peace and joy. Later, a heavy night fell. Jesus brought his disciples to the Garden of Gethsemane at the foot of the mountain. Ollie could feel the struggle and pain in Jesus' heart. It saw Jesus kneeling on the ground, praying to his Father. The night was very dark, but Ollie could feel that this was the heaviest night it had ever seen. Suddenly, a group of soldiers came with torches. They seized Jesus and took him away. Ollie felt a panic. It didn't understand why this was happening. It watched as Jesus was taken away, and the air on the mountain seemed to freeze, becoming incredibly heavy. A few days later, peace returned to the mountain. But Ollie knew that everything was different. Until one day, Jesus returned to the mountain again. He looked different than before, his face filled with light and joy. He was with his disciples, giving them his final teachings. Then Ollie saw the most miraculous scene. Jesus began to slowly ascend into the sky, his body rising higher and higher, farther and farther away, until he finally disappeared into the clouds. His disciples watched in amazement as he ascended, and Ollie held its breath, knowing that it had witnessed a great miracle. After Jesus ascended, the disciples remained standing there, gazing at the sky for a long time. Ollie could feel the awe and hope in their hearts. It knew that this mountain was no longer just an ordinary mountain. It had become a sacred place, a place that connected heaven and earth. Many years passed, and Ollie became an ancient and sturdy olive tree. Its trunk was covered in wrinkles, and its roots were deeply embedded in the earth. It saw many people come to the mountain, where they prayed and were buried, believing that this mountain was sacred. Ollie also heard an ancient prophecy that one day the feet of the Lord would stand on this mountain. Ollie knew that it was a witness. It had witnessed the sadness of a king, the teachings of Jesus, and the sacred ascension. It waited silently, waiting for the day when that prophecy would be fulfilled. It was no longer just a tree, it was the guardian of this mountain, the storyteller of those ancient tales.